بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والعاقبة لأهل التقوى واليقين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين خاتم النبيين بالقاسم محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين لا سيما بقية الله في الذين روحي وأرواح العالمين لتراب مقدمه الكرم واللعنة الدائمة على أعدائهم أجمعين من الآن إلى قيام يوم الدين. أما بعد فقد قال الله الحكيم في كتابه الكريم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن هذه أمتكم أمة واحدة وأنا ربكم فاعبدوني صدق الله العلي العظيم. صلوات. First of all, I'd like to begin with thanking all the scholars, the representatives of all the centers, the partner organizations, my brothers and sisters that participated from 69 different cities today. In our registration, we have MUS 69 different cities. We have 33 charities, businesses, and organizations that have set a stall. I hope people visited the stalls. And we had 5 different workshops, and we had 10 coaches from 7 different cities. The attendance today was almost the same, 50% men and 50% women. So my sisters and my daughters, they played a major role in attendance today. So only 7 men were more than the ladies. But with the talks, the ladies seemed 10 times more than the men. I really, from the bottom of my heart, all of my sisters, my daughters that attended today, on behalf of the President, on behalf of all the members of Majlis Ulama Syed, the Central Coordinator for Imamia Council, Dr. Abbas Naqavi, and the entire team, my brothers, especially Mr. Raza and Brother Amir Saqla and Kadami, they put together this event. All the great scholars, representatives of Maraji. What is the ultimate achievement of today's event? I know you've been here for many, many hours, especially the people who set off from Manchester, Bradford. I heard they left at around 7 a.m. in the morning. The people who drove from London, they arrived sometimes even late. But people that have come from far and wide, they've been on the road for about 10, 11 hours now. And they have another 4-hour journey to go back. I hope and pray that you can all just pay attention for next 10 minutes before I conclude. I would like to also mention that we used to hold these conventions every year before Corona. And we stopped during coronavirus for 5 years, and this is the first event after 5 years. Every year we used to have this event. But it was never that we had 69 cities attend and over 100 organizations and Imam Bargas and charities attend. So far, the brothers from World Federation Co-Age organized, Islamic Center organized, Al-Zoy Foundation organized such events. But we never had the attendance of so many centers. So first of all, I'd like to thank you on behalf of Majlis Ulama, all the volunteers, and the Pakistani Indian community that you attended, and especially on behalf of Masjid Ali Luton, who have hosted our event today, who made it possible for us to hold a great event. A number of things I very quickly want to touch upon. The most important thing is that we have to meet and greet each other every year. Mu'mineen, you know the hadith that says along the lines, what makes the shaitan angry the most And the hadith says that when a mu'min does not miss his fajr prayers, and when two mu'mineen shake hands with each other, Shaitan starts beating himself that I wanted to keep them apart, and they have come together. What coronavirus did was it took all of our activities online, but we want to encourage that people and mu'mineen and mu'minat attend the Imam Bargahs and masajid and Islamic centers. Online you can gain knowledge, but you can never get the sawab and reward of attending the Masjid and Imam Bargah, which is tested only when you come physically and attend. The barakat of this farsh azah, this way the mu'mineen gather, this has special barakah, this has special blessings. The spiritual effect of mu'mineen meeting and seeing each other will never come to you when you listen online. That's the first. Secondly, I hope the sisters can only for another 5 minutes hold themselves back. You can fire as soon as you leave the hall. The second most important is unity, ittihad. This is the most important time for ittihad bainul mu'mineen. We all came to this ship on different boats, but we are now on this ship, so we have to cater for the needs of the entire community. So we have to be united. And the common language between all of us is English. We may have, but our Maraji have emphasized that we keep our languages, we keep our Urdu, we keep our Farsi and Arabic and all the languages, keep them. We hold majalis in our languages. But it is important that we cater for the need of the oncoming generation in English. So unity is one. That's the second point. And the need for unity is greater than ever before. Sometimes even to deserve human rights, you have to have white skin and blue eyes. Otherwise, people in Ukraine, when they're killed, people make noise. If 8 workers or 8 workers in Gaza are killed because they had white skin and blue eyes, the world says enough is enough. But if 40,000 Palestinians are killed, no one speaks. So it is important that we are united and we have one voice. We need a common platform. For that unity, we may need a common platform. We have our own Iraqi, Bahraini, Kuwaiti, Afghani, Irani, Indian, Pakistani platforms. We may have different political affiliations. We may have different tabligh. We may not even do tabligh, but we're all still followers of Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salatu wasalam. I hope you can bear with me, please. We know internally how divided we are, but when the enemies from outside look at us, they say, all Shias are united. All Shias are one. Only we know we are not. Let's live up to the challenge that our enemies have laid us, that all Shias believe in Aliyun Waliullah. They're all one. Let's be one. And every Shia matters. That is a slogan we gave 13 years ago. Every Shia matters. And that is not our slogan. That is a slogan of Imam Jafar Sadiq alayhi salatu I know the time is short. The third point that I want to lay emphasis on. Yes, common platform. We need a common platform. One voice for our social needs, our political needs, economical needs. There are so many political people, political asylum seekers that are coming to this country, which are Shia. We as a community should be providing for them. There are many students coming from abroad. There are many organizations, many faiths, many religions, many schools of thought have their own hostels and organizations that cater for the need of the students. Do we? I think we need to think on those lines. But the third and probably the most important point is education. A sister spoke, many brothers, many sisters, scholars emphasize on education. There are 200 Muslim schools in this country, over 200 Muslim schools. Everyone paying attention? Can I have my sisters also pay attention? This event is successful because of the sisters, because you all came. There are over 200 Muslim schools in the country, in this country. There's only one Shia school. We are the followers of Bab Madinatul Ilm, the gate to the city of knowledge. We need more schools. There should be one school in every large city. And inshallah, there are many brothers who are working on this initiative, and we will inshallah help them in every way possible to launch our schools. There is only one at the moment, which is run by Al-Khoy Foundation, As-Sadiq and As-Zahra. The boys' school is called As-Sadiq School, and the girls' school is called As-Zahra School. There's only one. We need a curriculum, we need a syllabus. The Catholics have their own. Our Khan Institute, yes, they have their own curriculum. There are so many I can give you examples of. The top British schools. Do you know there are 400 examination boards in Punjab of Pakistan? And all of them put together don't sell as many books as Oxford University curriculum sells in Pakistan alone. The 400 Pakistani boards don't sell as many books and syllabuses that in Pakistan Oxford alone sells. They sell for 20 billion rupees every year. Yes? Oxford University sells. There are many, many aspects, but education is one of the most important aspects. Our children's education is very important. My brother was saying that here they want to start a school, and there are many other institutions across England that they want to start schools. We are willing to partner with you, inshallah. There are many brothers who are willing to help on that initiative. Education is very important. Women empowerment. And we may get a lot of criticism for having a sister on the panel and having a sister for a speech. Everyone paying attention? If the sisters pay attention to this point. The government, the British government carried out a survey and they said 70% of our Muslim centers from our Sunni brothers did not allow the women to enter the masjid or imam. They don't have Imam Barka Hussain. Centers, yes. More than 70% of the centers did not allow women to enter. And when they carried out a survey on the Shia centers, 100% of the Shia centers allowed women to come and attend. Where do you think that comes from? That comes from Fatima Zahra Salamullahi alayha. Zainab Kubra Salamullahi alayha. We are the followers of such great ladies. We revere them after the Holy Prophet the most. Each one of the 12 Imams showed special respect to Fatima Zahra. Can you imagine? We follow such a lady. And hence we have a place for. So we need to empower our women. They have their own committees, their own Majlis. And the teachers of our Madaris, please listen to this point, brothers now. Who are the best teachers? Unfortunately, women and not men. I say that unfortunately because most of the teachers in the Shia community are men. But it has proven through United Nations and also through Catholic schools that women make better teachers because they are mothers, they have more patience. Yes? Our Madaris, men will never make good teachers, they don't even come. Sisters are teaching, please empower them and bring more sisters as teachers so you have the Madaris that run. Sunday Madrasas and Saturday Madrasas are talking about. Secondly, for teachers as well. If we have full-time schools, our sisters would make a great contribution to becoming teachers. Last point I want to make, I had a whole list and each one of the scholars sent me a whole list that can you mention this, can you know? So there are so many points that I have not missed. Well, I have missed to be honest. I did not bring my glasses. Now, finally, Brother was mentioning that there is a British organization, Muslim organization. I was about to mention the name, I will not mention the name. They charge you £6,000 for providing standards and management of the schools. Majlis Ulama is only charging for the photocopy £20. Yes. And there is a lot of hard work that has gone into producing these documents. Please download them and see the amount of work we've done. These are now requirements by the government, by the charity, policies and procedures. And if you just look at them, you will know. Previously, in all of the conventions before Corona, I said the policy of the British government is not to close down the centres. If they want to do, they will close you down on health and safety and many, many issues, policies, procedures. Now it may be that, we don't know. So please follow the guidelines that we have worked very hard to produce. What we can do, we have a lot of volunteers and we need more volunteers. What we can do together, we need to become a community. At the moment, we are individuals and we are centers. Did everyone follow that? We are individuals and we are centers. We need to become a community. Inna hadhihi ummatukum ummatun wahida. We need to become a community. If there is a problem in a center, that we should all feel the pain that they are lacking something. If there is an issue somewhere, we should feel the pain of our brothers and sisters in Gaza, in Iraq, in Afghanistan, in Kashmir, anywhere. Even if there is a brother in Africa, in a jungle, but he says, Aliyun waliyullah. He's our brother in Iman. We have responsibility towards him or her. That is a requirement of Imam Sadiq. And hence, our today's convention, it is Jafaria convention. I know I had said 15 minutes, and my 15 minutes have ended, but within a minute I would like to conclude. A group of people from South Iraq came to Medina and said, Maula, we are all your Shias in our village. He said, all of you? He said, yes. He said, can the poor people reach the pocket of the rich and take what they deserve in your village? He said, no, Maula, that doesn't happen. He said, do the poor people come uninvited to the rich and say, can we eat? He said, Maula, that doesn't happen. So he mentioned a list of things. He said, then how do you call yourselves our Shia when we don't have access to each other? Materialism must not get to us. We must live up to the standards of Ja'far ibn Muhammad al-Sadiq. There were many things to be said. I have taken a lot of your time. I would like to, in conclusion, there are announcements for 5. We wanted to, originally had said 4, but then we said, for the sake of Ashab Islam, we'll invite, we have 5 announcements, 5 people who will be sponsored by one of the organizations to go to Ziyarat. Inshallah, so they will be giving you grant package, so they will now announce. But if the person's name is announced and they're not here in the hall, then we will announce another name, because that was one of the conditions from the beginning. So I'd like to invite Brother Amir Faklan. And Aga Kashmiri wanted to say something for 2 minutes to the brothers Iranians and the Arabs. Do we still have Arab and Iranian brothers? Can we have a show of hands? We have 4. Okay, so inshallah we will now invite and conclude. Before the dua of Sahib Zaman, I would like to invite Brother Amir Faklan to conclude and announce. Who are the brothers who are announcing the names? Please, say aloud salawat. Last but not least, most importantly, all of you, my brothers and sisters, thank you very much for attending, giving us the time. I know sometimes these events are not, the regular majalis. These are special events where the training and upliftment of the entire community is intended. And therefore they can be very long and sometimes be boring, but they are geared to improve and enhance your abilities to lead the community. And they were intended for the community leaders. Thank you very much for listening to me. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.